there's a motion on the table. We will entertain the motion on the table, and then we will hear the testimony. After the testimony of everyone, we will go into discussion where this board will be able to consider the testimonies and ask the presenter questions. That's the order today. Are we okay? Yes. So we take the motion and do the discussion. There's a motion on the floor to accept the KSCP plan, the KSC plan, and Envision Laie. Do I have a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. We will now entertain testimony. Please start coming up there. Don, that's your 2 minutes. Board's in recess until she's done. Can I ask you guys to please sit down or excuse yourself? The board is back in order. Don, you're found out of order. You keep repeating the same chant. Doesn't make you any right. Can I please have the testifiers start coming up to testify? Dawn will quiet herself down or we'll have her removed. Somebody please call the Honolulu Police Department. Please. 911, call Officer back. If the record show that Don Lawson has been very disruptive, he's been asked to be
I'd like to testify.
Your name, your position, you have 2 minutes.
My name is Panay and I am a Laie resident, born and raised in Laie. I come to testify that I support this plan. I support this plan with all my heart. I really understand what's going on. There's a lot of things going on here that we know what's going on. We need to understand that. And the plan that has gone through many surveys. I work in statistics. That's what I do as part of my job. The surveys that I've gone through, the data that I've looked at, support everything for this plan. I want you to know that. I work in numbers. That's what I do. That's how I make my living. I work in numbers. And I understand that the plan, as it is, supported by the research that has been done by these parties, are correct. Okay? That's the simple truth. The stats that have been quoted are the exact realities of our community. The realities. I don't live on my own. I live with my family. I am one of those multi-generational homes. I could move to Utah. I could have my own home there. But I want to live here. I want to live here. All right? I don't want to live in Sunset. I don't want to live in Coco. I want to live in Laie. That's where I was born and raised. I don't want to live in Manoa. I don't know why they're over here talking like they understand what's going on here. They don't. They're in Manoa. My goodness. I lived in Makiki for 2 years before I came back here for my job. Doesn't make any sense to me why other people would come over here and mess with our business. Doesn't make any sense.
Utah is their business too. They come from Utah.
order, let's have order.
Can I respond?
No, you don't need to respond, you have 2 minutes.
Um,
There's 24 seconds.
no, I just want to say thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. All testifiers start coming up, please state your
Ma'am,
name.
there's a list of testifiers. Are we going by the list, or it's just anybody can
No,
go?
we didn't get any of this, but you can turn it
List
in.
in the back of the
There
room where
was
we
a
signed
list
up.
generated at the back.
Calm down, folks. If there's a list, bring the list. But in the meantime, start lining yourself up. You have 2 minutes, but we were not going by any list. We will take the testimonies as we
It
come.
was a list put forward by these people in blue shirt.
You got a list?
I have no idea who put forth that
And
list.
I brought it to the board's attention at the corner at the start of the meeting that lists were being generated.
Oh, ma'am, I'm the chair. I've never seen the list.
Well, it's been right here and it was instead of a sign.
Bring it up, bring it up.
Next
Anybody else
testifier.
want to be on it? Andrea is the first person, second person on the list. This is the list. Perhaps
I don't
you
know.
honor the list.
Let's have some order, okay? This is not a zoo. We're trying to hold a meeting here. I
You're
don't know
trying
who
to dominate a
generated,
meeting.
I don't know who generated this
It was
list.
people in blue shirts who did it.
I am not in a blue shirt. I'm wearing black. I am the chair. I don't know who generated this. What we're going to do is take testimony. 2 minutes from everyone that wants to
Sorry,
testify.
when I'm told when I enter, there's.
Okay, well, I don't
sign
know who told you. You're misinformed.
it. Well.
Now, if we can come back to order, we'll go on with the testimony. Mr. Commit.
One point of order, since we have to identify our affiliation with either entities of the entities, we had to do that as a board. I think it would be appropriate if those who are giving testimony tonight would also identify whether or not they are an employee of any of the entities.
But it's not mandated.
No.
We cannot put
I
our
didn't
hands-
say it was mandated, I said it would be appropriate.
And if that's what they want to do, that's
Speak your
fine,
mind.
but it's for us. The board has to, they don't have to. You don't even have to identify yourself. You can take anonymous testimony, okay? That's the rule. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and members of the board. My name is Fred Commit. I was born and raised in Kahuku. I married my sweetheart who grew up here in Haula, and we now live in Sunset Beach. I am an employee of the Polynesian Culture Center, has been for nearly 34 years, and very proud of that. The opportunities that the entities and BYU Hawaii, I also graduated from BYU Hawaii. I'm in support of this plan, primarily because, like Pani indicated earlier, I have in my household 3 families. Just 10 months ago, we had 4 families. There were 14 of us in there. Now we have 12 of us. Myself, my wife, my second oldest daughter and her family of 5, my youngest daughter who teaches at Kahuku High School and her family of 5. I recognize the opportunities that this plan affords my family. And I'm hoping that somewhere along the line that they're able to save sufficient funds that they too will be able to purchase their own home. And I was blessed many years ago to be able to purchase a home in Sunset Beach. But I don't see that happening for my daughters unless this plan is approved and they are hopefully in position to be able to purchase a home. And I strongly recommend that we support this plan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Commit. Next.
Good evening, my name is Ann Allred. I've lived in Laie for over 20 years now. I've been homeowners for almost 12 years. Very grateful for that opportunity. We have 5 children, 3 have moved to the mainland. My grandkids are in Arkansas, where I can't see them. It has been said that the only thing constant in life is change. And some people say they don't want change, they want to keep things how they are. But if you don't do anything, things die and disintegrate and decompose. We have the chance to determine what our future will look like. Our communities have come together over these past few years, many years, and we've discussed how we want our future to look. Some of these ideas are included in the updated KSCP. We can't please everybody all the time. But as you can see from, and as you will hear from the testimonies that have been given, We want the opportunity to make these positive changes. We, the people who live here and work here, are requesting these changes for the betterment of our community. We're not an outside entity. We live here. This is our home. We're not going to build houses and sell them and leave them and let things go. We have a vested interest in making this a positive. And by accepting this plan doesn't mean change of the housing is going to happen. There's all kinds of more hearings that have to be done. But at least this gives us the first step for this thoughtful, planned out growth, and I am in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Delsa?
Aloha, my name is Delsa Moy and I'm a 35-year resident of Laie, and I am in support of the Ko'olauloa's Community Sustainable Plan. One of the big reasons that I'm for this plan, we are so crowded in our housing as previously stated, and this plan allows us to have homes within the area that we want to live in. And you know, I see this sign on the floor that says "New City, what a pity." And I agree, I do not want a huge sprawling city, because I choose to live out here in this area because of the green areas. And by participating in the Envision Laie plan, I want to help decide what our community will look like. Have a lot of green areas. Don't build the homes close up to the highway. Build them back away. Last week, inadvertently took a detour through Kahalu'u area. What I thought was just a few homes, but as we got further up into the mountains, we saw there was a lot of homes. And I thought, why can't our place be built like that? Where from the highway it looks green and lush, but the people who choose to live there, instead of living 3 families deep like they are in my home, we can spread out a little bit more and still maintain the country feel that we all love, and maintain the values that we have, to be able to grow our crops nearby, work nearby, walk when we feel like it. Some of us would rather ride to work, but I like the feel, and I'm adamant about protecting that feel, that country feel in this sustainable plan. Mahalo.
Thank you. Next, please.